afternoon and welcome to the Flight of Fancy Fashion Show. Now, let's welcome to the stage my friend, your friend, the always strange, Dr. Artemis Peepers.
Oh, welcome. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
I hope Barney, our tech guy, is here in case we have any meltdowns. How's everybody doing? We don't have any music, but I have a little ditty for you to start off the show. She blew it. She sang the song. I cannot. Can you hear me in the back there? Yes. Steampunks. We're the steampunks. Steampunks. We're the steampunks. Steampunks. That's it. No. Steampunks. We're the steampunks. We're a Victorian family. When you're with the steampunks, we're a place right out of history. Gaslight Steampunk Expo, it's out of sight. This fashion show, it's gonna be dynamite. When you're with the steampunks, you'll have a cogs and corset good time. A gears and gadgets fun time. You'll have a gay old time. Wilma! Wilbur. All right, thank you. Welcome to the annual Steampunk Fashion Show here at the Gaslight Steampunk Expo. I'm just moving back and forth across the stage because there's this big giant thing in the way. Hey, hi you behind the big fountain. Can we just move this out of the way? I am your amiable, benevolent, and formidable host, Dr. Artemis Peepers. What am I a doctor of? I'll leave it up to your imagination, to your fantasy. It's your steampunk world, and I'm just visiting it. So, I could be a doctor of love, a doctor of taxidermy, doctor of dentistry, doctor of fantasy, doctor of whatever. I'm the doctor of hosting today. How about this expo this year? Yeah. Wow. The panels, the events, the website. Man, the website itself is impressive. Holy moly. Hats off to the webmaster. See a lot of familiar faces out there in the audience today, yeah? Lots, including my probation officer. Good to see you. I'm not on probation. Probation, I broke out of jail to be here today. Come on. Yeah. So we got to get this show on the road because in a couple hours the authorities will be here when they see I'm not myself. So, let me get my stuff together here. Seriously though, I did fly in from Rancho Bernardo today, and boy are my wings tired and broken. Oh my God! Hey, flying here with the wings is way better than the airlines with the TSA and the groping and the manhandling. The last time I flew with them, though, I did get a free prostate exam. That was cool. Saved some money. Actually, if you're wondering how I time travel, actually, my time machine is in the vendor's hall, and this is how I time travel. Photo by Alan Freeman. And then I actually time traveled here from 1903, where I was hosting a fashion show at the New York World's Fair. But halfway through, they had to shut it down because the authorities deemed it to be too vulgar and too inappropriate. And I don't blame them. The ladies were showing off some serious ankle. The guys were out of control. They're wild. So, but the time machine has been retired. It's in the vendor hall. The guy who created it for me and built it, he's taking it on a world tour. And got this device here that was created by Bob Mogg, the Iron Tailor. Do we love him or what? Yeah. This device here by Bob Mogg, the Iron Tailor, who you'll see on stage shortly, allows me to drift. My molecules break up and drift. I drift in and out of time travel like this now. Molecules just bursting at the seams and coming back together in whatever time period I feel, which is this one, 2017, for this epic steampunk convention. Woo! All right. It's time for me to address the elephant in the room. A lot of you may recognize me from all my movie roles. Been in a lot of esteemed films, featured in roles in many esteemed films, which I'll tell you right now, don't bother Googling IMDb, Dr. Peepers. I'll let you know my resume. Movies such as this classic, I Was a Teenage Steampunk Zombie, Forrest Steampunk Gump, See what I did there? Yeah. Steampunk 2, Electric Boogaloo. The history and social influence of the potato, which is a riveting action film. Godzilla versus Dr. Peepers. I was 100 feet tall in that movie, directed by Spielberg. Steampunks Take Manhattan, Dumb and Dumber Steampunks, and Sharknado 7, where Dr. Peepers chased a time-traveling tornado through time, and it featured time-traveling sharks. Yes. Thanks for not laughing at that bit. I was kind of wondering what I was going to do with all this extra confidence I was carrying around. Who needs confidence? Overrated. Oh, I was also naked in 3 episodes of Game of Thrones. Yeah, highest rated episodes ever. Ever. James Springer. I want to thank James Springer. He's filming this entire wonderful thing. He's recording all my pathetic jokes for all eternity to be on YouTube. Thank you. We'll talk later. Okay, now let's get ready to throw your inhibitions to the wind, as you're about to see some fantastical, magical costumes, the likes of which you haven't seen this side of Freeway 163. So let's get this show on the road. But first, Barney, tech guy, where are you? Oh, yeah. Oh, I was near the speaker. Thanks, James Springer, tech god. I bow down before you. I want to thank Lisa Vaca for inviting me to host this magical show. Thank you, Lisa. And a couple of months ago, she called and said, Dr. Peepers, would you please delight us with your presence and host the Steampunk fashion show? I said, what weekend? October 7th. Oh, kind of panel in my basement that weekend. Don't think I can go. She said, but it would be delightful. Okay, I'll do it. Thank you, Lisa. And let's thank Monique Little for picking up everything and organizing and wrangling up all the shenanigans with the costumed wild people. So let's get this show on the road, ladies and gentlemen. Our first, let me get the envelope. I feel like Johnny Carson. Gears, cogs, and flying zeppelins. I don't have a punchline. I just threw that in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our first wonderful model. Let's welcome to the stage Rebecca Yusey of Bex and Red Cosplay. Rebecca's dad and grandfather both retired from the post office, so a chance to do a steampunk postman was too good to pass up. Her dress is a full circle skirt with leather accent. And if you look under your seat,
or back at Matt,
Bex and Rex have a special delivery just for you. Look at the envelopes flying. Oh my gosh. Postal air service has never been better with Bex and Red Cosplay. Thank you, Rebecca Yusey. Let's hear it for Rebecca, an amazing steampunker. Our next fashion flower is D-Flower. Welcome, D-Flower. D-Flower is the discreet hostess of the Green Fairy, a speakeasy catering to the discerning denizens of Oberon's kingdom for the last 500 years. Although she doesn't look a day above 31 and a half. D-Flower proudly serves flights of fancy, absinthe, and sundry legalized mind-expanding substances to lubricate the gears of social interaction among mad scientists, air pirates, lawyers, and other awkward types. Tarts are available for a modest surcharge. D-Flower reminds you to stay hydrated. Thank you, D-Flower. If you step over there into the shade, they will take your photo, which I'm sure will end up in many steampunk magazines. Coming up next. How are we doing so far? That good start. Yeah. Woo. Next, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I can't wait to show you this. Caterpillar and Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. Here we are with the Caterpillar. Through a haze of smoke, a question hangs in the air. Who are you? Why, I am the Caterpillar. Who are you? Curiouser and curiouser, a feline of the grinning persuasion appears with a sardonic laugh, only to fade away, leaving her grin behind. Such is the manners of a Cheshire cat. The outfits are predominantly handmade. Undergarments were custom made by Lady in Waiting Fashions. Accessories by Jim Springer and Rebel Calico. Are they amazing? Give it up for these two colorful, sensational, amazing people. Alrighty. What do you call a steampunk in disguise? Incognito. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all weekend. Tip your waitress. Her name is Lisa Baca. Yeah. All right, coming up next, my mentor, my main man, Bob Mogg, the Iron Tailor. The most feared and respected of Her Majesty's aerial marines, the Flying Monkey Brigade, rains terror on the enemies of the British Empire. Able to scout from the sky, these brave aviators can swoop down and carry off prisoners. And their little dogs, too. The little dead dogs. Be afraid. Be very, very afraid. Off you go, Bob Mogg, you monkey. Off you go, monkey boy. Monkey boy. Go get your picture taken. Monkeys are scared of cameras, remember. All right. How did the angry steampunk calm down? He let off steam. Thank you. All right. I'm glad they didn't pass out the vegetables before this. I'd be pelted. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to rumble? Off to my right, Procrastolithic Laboratories presents a new paradigm in self-directed transetheric mechanicals, bringing unprecedented power to the world of steam-driven elliptical gearing. It is our pleasure to offer for your amazement Professor Endeavor Q. Wanderlust's new creation, the Hyperion Transchronomatic Multipurpose Automaton. The Hyperion can function not only as a coachman, but with our special multi-axis harness can provide your vehicle's motive force as well. Why trust the raising of your children to menials whose mood and judgment are changeable at best? Hyperion will unflaggingly raise them with consistency and foster an unbreakable adherence to the rules of polite society. And with Hyperion's enhanced dexterity, you have no need to worry about unexpected flattening of furniture, pets, or family members. Come to our showrooms in Baker Street today and glimpse the future without resorting to firing up the temporal translator. Ladies and gentlemen, the Procrastolithic Laboratories.
That's easy for you to say.
That's easy for me to say. Thanks. Give it up. Get him off stage before he falls apart from heat exhaustion. The medics are waiting for you off to stage left here. Thank you, Lisa. You're probably wondering, why should steampunks be fashion icons? Because they have the best gear. That's why. Yeah. Whoa! The audience has turned on me. Tough crowd. Hey. Now, off to my right is Lord Quagmire, accompanied by his once driver and butler that were turned into these little Pomeranians you see before you. Oh, the cutest driver and butler ever. Lord and Lady Quagmire travel time and space in flights of fancy, looking for the unnamed villain in a way to turn Nanuka and Kona back to their true form. And then, Lord Quagmire, after you show off to this side of the audience, roll that here and show off to these delightful people too.
Absolutely.
You bet. Aww. I like everybody now. Oh, you're in for a treat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Lady Mary, who is an expert in Egyptology and hunter of the ancient bioluminescent octopus of Atlantis, spends her time on land searching through ancient Egyptian texts containing the whereabouts of the bioelectric monster that famously consumed the lost city of Atlantis. wearing buttons made of fossilized octopus and 300-year-old compasses so that she is reminded what her mission is and never to lose her way. Her brains, as well as beauty, help her on her life's quest of never-ending adventure and financial hardship. Her top hat is decorated with exotic bird feathers, such as the elusive Egyptian peacock and ancient Egyptian gold-plated leaves around the deepest sarcophagus. Sporting a curry Victorian laced black jacket, peplum, and trousers perfectly tailored for exploration. Her earrings are made from real beetles' wings. Ooh! And her mother made her outfit a former explorer herself. Thank you, Lady Mary. Head over there to the shade and get a nice photo op, will ya? Get a photo of those beetle earrings. I need some beetle earrings. Oh yeah, let's do that. I'm trying to speak a little louder, folks. Okay, this next model is not just a model, but an entire cacophony of models. Ladies and gentlemen, Wonderland, a kingdom teetering on the edge of rebellion. In the iron grip of the Queen of Hearts, the only sure occupation is that of the executioner. It is here that our tale begins. First comes Mr. Alastair, a young archaeologist who has found himself in the middle of a world he can barely comprehend. In a world thrust into a race against time to stop an evil plot and retrieve enough evidence to prove his white rabbit theory, he has to be cautious, for if he is not, he may lose more than his head. Alana the Dandelioness, a school teacher who moonlights as a survival instructor for when the rebellion against the Red Queen begins. She has volunteered to look after the children of Wonderland and assisting in the hiding of rebels, both crimes that could cost her dearly. Costume made, handmade, by Gunpowder's Gearworks in collaboration with family and friends. Lady Cat, our pillar, a respected member of the Queen's Court, enjoys attending the royal croquet matches, hookah, and gossip. She takes as long as she wants to speak, but to those who know what to listen for, she tells many truths and even more secrets. Costume. Handmade with taffeta and felt by Nico Millie, helping hands made by Gunpowder's Gearworks. Next up, Chester A. Tibbets, renowned card shark and conman. If you need it, he knows how to get it. When it comes to the rebellion, however, he's tried his best to stay out of the fight, yet recent events seem dead set on dragging him in despite his better judgment. Costume made from repurposed thrift store clothes by Gunpowder's Gearworks in collaboration with family and friends. Now, correct me if I say this wrong, Miss Mary Leporade. I did say it correctly. 1 point for Dr. Peepers. Had once been the co-proprietor of a renowned tea shop. There she made a name for herself as a skilled tea duelist until a mysterious accident, possibly due to some harsh words exchanged with the Queen, breaking her pocket watch and her sanity. Now she rarely ventures from her shop, where it may not be safe, but it's always tea time. Costume handmade by Novella Cosplay. Enter Lady Rosethorn. After her fiancé was beheaded on their wedding night, she died of sadness in the Queen's garden. Her corpse yielded a beautiful rosebush, its heart pure, but stained with the blood of others beheaded. Costume handmade in paper, lace, and polyester by Rose Drew. Finally comes a looming darkness. All who live in Wonderland fear our beloved and gracious Queen, but all who fear the silent threat of the realm, plague. As chief surgeon of the Royal Flush Medical Corps, Dr. Ace von Spade of Motorhead Citadel is tasked with combating it. If he visits your village, rest peacefully in knowing your sacrifice will benefit Her Majesty's longevity. Costume made from scratch and repurposed materials by Matthew von der Heiden. Thank you, Wonderland. Are they delightful or what? Delightful and scary and wonderful. And step over to the shade. Those delightful steampunk photographers will capture your souls forever in the form of a photo. So how many steampunks does it take to screw in a light bulb? Just two. But first they have to develop a miniaturization device, then teleportation equipment to get them inside the light bulb. That's the hard part. Right. Thank you, Lisa Vaca, for that laugh. Feel free to run around the audience and laugh throughout the next half an hour of the show. Spread the laugh. Oh, my favorite. Eve Riot, where are you? Ladies and gentlemen, burlesque dancer, fire flow artist, and circus performer Eve Riot is parading about as a gloriously decadent denizen of the Emerald City. How did I miss you in Oz? Her green and gold embroidered robe was constructed by a fellow performer of the burlesque arts. Oh, and I want to make sure I say this right because it's cut off here.
Tallulah Blue.
Tallulah Blue, whose costuming is founded in showgirls from the 1920s. The jumpsuit Eve Riot is sporting was inspired by the disco decade of the 1970s and was created by Kiki Mora, a fellow aerialist and fire performer. Eve Riot always tries to infuse different decades together to create a unique burlesque and steampunk aesthetic, both on and off the catwalk. Wow! Meow! Oh, hey, I'll talk to you later. Okay. Oh, the blood just rushed down to my wings. Okay, moving right along. Where are you? I love this next young lady. She's delightful. I want to make sure I said Asaph, correct? Asaph, the collector. Check this creativity out. Is it a leaf? A plant? A pile of buttons? Corkscrewed forks and spoons lying all around. The sound of a music box playing in the distance, or the tinkling of bells. That is when you know the fairies are about. Julie Otto currently runs the Society for the Protection of Fairies at Nalu's Nest Fairy Sanctuary, sponsored by Jewels of Friendship. With the assistance of her sister, Shandar, she travels around the world rescuing fairies in distress. Accompanying her today, Asaph the Collector was one such fairy. He is a tinkerer, a scientist, a mechanic, and a collector, as his name implies. Tinkerers love to fix things when they aren't even wrong, including Julie's pendant, a heart-shaped serving spoon. There are a lot of tinkerers, oddities, and fairies up for adoption in the vendor hall at the Jewels of Friendship, so check it out in the vendor hall. Julie carries various assistive equipment for the rescuing of the fairies living at the sanctuary. Whether it be camouflage in natural settings or wearing of shiny objects to attract fairies, her outfits help draw the fairies out onto the open for all to see. Adopt a fairy. The Fae are your friends. Truly delightful. Delightful. And now we shift gears and welcome Madam Cluck. Madam Cluck, come on out. Madam Cluck, a refugee from Captain Nemo's mysterious island. She escaped when the island was destroyed by Captain Nemo. However, she didn't escape unscathed, and she had to be rebuilt by her husband, a Nautilus crew member. He rebuilt her better, stronger than before. Madam Cluck's mechanical arm and accessories were made by her husband, Joe. Her ensemble and firearms were acquired at the local thrift stores and then modified by Madam Cluck. Ladies and gentlemen, Madam Cluck. We'll be arm wrestling later, Madam Cluck. I'll see you in the ring.
And you shall lose, sir.
And I shall lose, sir. I will. Too many spirits in me, I'm sure, after this. Over there at Charlie's. So, how you folks in the back doing? Can you hear me? Yeah, is it okay? I know that it's a little tinny and a little. I'm trying to keep it from being too reverberating, but Barney, our tech guy, seems to have wandered off. He's in the bar. Grab him. Drunken tech guys, dangerous. Oh, look at this. We got to get going here. Good. Goddess Katie Ann, Spirit of Oz. Goddess Katie Ann embodies the spirit of Oz from head to toe. Look at these lovely ladies. Is there anything else you'd like to say about the costumes? Oh, look at. So you're Goddess Katie Ann? Nice to meet you, Dobbs, Katie Ann. And then there's two of them. Oh, look at this. Okay. I'm only the host of the Sorry. James, fix that. I'm only the host of the show. I should know what I'm doing. Heather Heather McGlasson, Commander Monksy Doo of the Oz Flying Monkey Squadron. Look at these amazing costumes. Such creativity. This is always my favorite part of Gaslight Steampunk Expo. Commander Monksy Doo is wearing the latest in fashionable flying gear and accessories by designer Heather Meglasson. This design upgrade was approved by Squadron Command, and we can see why. Note her sturdy leather flying vest. It provides both comfort and functionality for fight as well as flight, while still maintaining the feminine appeal modern monkey girls love. I know a monkey man, they just left the stage a little while ago. He did go chase him down. And monkey girl chasers pursue. But let them just try as she fires up her props with just the right amount of steam and top secret Oz science, and leaves them all staring as she zooms off over the rainbow and wild and wonderful magical missions. Ladies and gentlemen, Commander Monksy Doo and the goddess Katie Ann. I read this and then. Give it up again. You ladies are amazing. Watch your step, monkey girls, with the heels. Head over there if you want to get some nice photos with Jerry and David. Oh, number 7. Oh, she's here. One of our favorite steampunks. You're all my favorite steampunks. My friend Darlene Rixey, otherwise known, look, oh my God, I've just seen this for the first time. I'm aghast. I love it. Otherwise known in Clacton-on-Sea as Lady Cuckoo Bird of the prominent Cuculus family, is your typical eccentric upper crust personality, which is to say, putting it mildly, that she is certifiably bug house batty. Wow. Look, check this out. Oh, check out the feet. Come over here to the front of the stage, go back and forth, show them your feet. Look at those feet. You need a pedicure. You need a pedicure, girl. Oh, you're done? You know what? Okay, no. Those antiquated with her for any length of time will attest to the fact that she is definitely a loon and quite thoroughly off her nutter. Am I safe up here? I mean, I'm the only one spending close proximity time with her. Am I safe? I don't even recognize you, Darlene. This is someone who has seriously lost the plot and has no idea precisely who or what she's supposed to be in the scheme of things. She may be quiet for the moment, but normally this featherbrain goes waltzing about in complete confusion of intellect and appearance, talking about nothing in particular. Sort of like one of my ex-girlfriends. Regardless of whether you are listening to her drivel or not. Yes, indeed, Darlene is obviously crunk, which means great fun. For those of you who don't know, I do love a good crunk lady. And as bonkers as a hat stand. Cuckoo, cuckoo. All right, Lady Cuckoo Bird, thank you. You look spectacular. I'm slowly backing away. Watch yourself. Oh, my gosh. The creativity in this is blowing my mind as I slowly back away from Lady Cuckoo. Slowly. I need a drink of water. Just a second. Hold on. Intermission. Oh. I wish I was a flagon of ale, but it's not. Whew. Okay. Here's another light bulb joke for you. How many steampunks does it take to change a light bulb? 2. 1 to change it, and 1 to glue unnecessary clock parts to it. Hey-oh! Huh. I got a million of them, folks, so be here all weekend. Okay. Number 17. Rosalind Pendragon. Come on up, you parasol-carrying, wonderful, joyful young lady. She is a seamstress and a traveler. As she says, in her own words, I travel the world with my sister Julie, rescuing fairies. Wasn't she just on stage? I made my outfit from men's ties that were gifted to me, and some of the fairies we have rescued. It took 100 ties to make the top and skirt. Wow. My unique teacup and saucer holster made of ties as well. My backpack and tool roll hold my supplies. I made my unique fascinator featuring a large locket where I keep photos of my loved ones. And finally, my parasol is covered in ties. The ultimate in sun protection. I sense a theme here. Ties, maybe? Yeah. Unique fascinators and tie-made goods are available at Pendragon Quills and Seals in the vendor hall. So check out Pendragon Quills and Seals in the vendor hall for fascinators and tie goods. Yes, tie-made goods. Thank you, Rosalind Pendragon. Head over and get a nice photo of yourself in the shade over there. Woo. All righty. Hope you're all staying cool. We're whittling it down. Okay, let's get this next one out of the sun here. Mary Preto, come on down. Ooh, from a star date of 3257. Allie be watching you. Travels the cosmos, watching and observing various life forms and customs. This watcher is currently exploring a strange and interesting culture and did its best to disguise as one of the locals. Alien seems alien. I get it. Seems to be posing as a woman. So heretofore referred as she has an interest in this steampunk community. She carries maps of this planet and solar system as well as the constellations. She has observed many customs and has extensive knowledge, always learning from the locals that she is immersing. This community is especially inviting and fascinating. It is. She never knows where or when her next journey will be and where she will land. Alien be watching you. Alien be watching you. Ladies and gentlemen, I did it. I finally got it right at the end of that. Alien. All right. Thank you. Maybe we can travel. Maybe I could travel through time forward to the year 3257. And hopefully we'll finally have flying cars by then. Hey, Barney. Hey, how is it sounding from back there? Is it okay? About as good as we can. Ladies and gentlemen, Barney, our tech guy running the soundboard. Give it up for Barney. Woo! Thanks, Barney. I was just testing to see if a little bit, but no different than when we tested it on the mic. Is it still good, everybody? You can hear me? Yeah. Please shout out. Okay. Ooh, got a thumb. Got the okay in the back row. That's great. Did Lisa Vaca tell you to do the okay? She's my main supporter here today. Laughing at all my jokes. I deposited the money in your bank account. Thanks. Okay, Mary Prado, you're done? Okay. Ooh. Well, this lady oozes creativity. Love her. Ladies and gentlemen, Lady Scraps. Come on, bring it on. Patches. Pick some pretty patches. Put the pretty patches in the patchwork quilt. Patches. Pick some pretty patches from velvet to satin in blue or pink and every fabric you could possibly think. Because when you're made of patches, life is giddy all day. So I'll be singing my song and dancing along on my happy little patchwork way. You may know her as the Patchwork Girl, but Lady Scraps has evolved since her first appearance in the Land of Oz in 1913. Tired of becoming unraveled and fraught with loose ends, Lady Scraps has used her mix of cleverness and ingenuity to start replacing her fabric patches with scraps of metal. Always the forward thinker and the ultimate modern woman, Lady Scraps has ensured she will never be left without spare parts. As the sole proprietor of Wheels and Deals, she can often be seen traveling the Land of Oz, supplying wheelers with loose parts and the occasional Tin Woodsman with a squirt of oil. As an artist with a flair for poetry and a true disdain for the pomp and circumstance of dignity, Lady Scraps upcycles and designs all of her clothes except for the fancy trims which were gifts from her beau, the Scarecrow. Wow. Ladies, give it up for Lady Scraps. The Scarecrow is one lucky dude. Okay, the barman says, "Sorry, I don't serve time travelers in here." A time traveler walks into a bar. Think about it, it'll come around, it hits you here. Very obscure joke, very obscure. It starts at the end and ends at the beginning. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the queen of everything. Ladies, please welcome Lady Shadow, Lady Mari. We love her. Come on aboard. The queen of the corset, always dazzling. Thank you, Ashton, our wonderful helper here at the Steampunk Fashion Show. Give it up again as she makes her way across the stage like a superstar. Boom, chicka, wow, wow. Okay, oh, hey. I'm happy to see you. Very happy. Very happy. Lady Shadow, Lady Mari, and all her other personalities. Is she wonderful? She's like... She gave me no description. She's like, just wing it. I don't need a description. I'm Lady Shadow. Lady Mari, the description will be in their minds. That's all she needs. I said, Lady Mari, have fun with it. That's what I said. How can you not have fun with Lady Mari? All right, this next. Oh, Ruth is here. Ruth, come on aboard the steampunk fashion train. Ruth is the one-winged woman, this flightful fantasy fashioned this frenzy from a fancy feathered fried fanatic. Perfect plumes, peculiar pontificate, sure to soar to pure sensual sensations for every season. Woo! You are the loveliest peacock I've ever seen. Adorable. Yes. Watch your step. And you head over there to get a wonderful photo. And, oh, it wouldn't be a fashion show without her partner in crime, Solomon, the hot air balloon man from Oz. As he flies in, he floats in and makes his appearance often. He can't reach the... He's full of hot air. He can't make it to the stage. He's too good for the stage, full of hot air. But there he goes. He'll be... Look to the sky. Thank you, hot air balloon man from Oz, the world of Oz. Look to the sky shortly. We'll be hovering above the town and country hotel for the next couple of days. And you'll be shot down by the local Marine Corps at Miramar. Look for his landing Sunday night during the closing ceremonies. Gaslight Steampunk Expo. Oh, that's not fun. Okay. Whew. Are we lucky to have all these amazing, talented, creative, wonderful people? As Steampunk Clint Eastwood says, you feel lucky, Steampunk. I do. I feel lucky to be here to tell you all these bad jokes. Thank you. I'll be run out of town, I'm sure, after this is over. Okay. Oh, this man oozes creativity and mechanical and engineering skills at Van de Graaff Gerhardt. Van de Graaff Gerhardt, our featured maker, and his wife Greta in costumes that Van de Graaff has enhanced. She is wearing a silk blouse over a tulle underskirt and matching bustle skirt. The corset is enhanced with solid copper rings, solid brass gears, solid copper strips, solid brass gears with chains and Swarovski crystal buckles. Her boots are from Hades, but enhanced with chains and gears. Her gloves are lamb feathered, enhanced with brass studs. Van de Graaff's boots are original Cochrane paratrooper boots from World War II. The jacket is from Shrine out of Los Angeles. His hat with the bird skull and numerous optical devices is handmade by Van de Graaff. Ladies and gentlemen, the Van de Graaffs. Greta Van de Graaff Gerhardt. Always a delight. Always a delight. I'll see you on the other side. See you on the other side. How many time travelers does it take to screw in a light bulb? 2. One to screw it in, and the other to travel back in time, talk Thomas Edison into making the light bulb, and then allowing Edison to take full credit for it. That's not a lot of Thomas Edison fans. That killed at the Thomas Edison convention. They killed at that convention. They killed a lot of these light bulb jokes. They killed at the light bulb convention too. That was here a couple months ago. exciting convention. A lot of light bulb vendors. All right, our 24th fashion show model. Crochet, by the way. Crochet, by the way. Look at this lovely crochet thing she's wearing. This light and flowing vest will accentuate your favorite corset or bustle. And do you need this for your corset? Yes, you do. Because of corset works with a corset. Everybody's bustling. Made from buttercream yarn. Buttercream yarn, that's fantastic. In a variety of colors to perfectly complement your complexion. All are handmade and available at Crochet by the Way. Everybody's Googling that right now, I can tell. Crochet by the Way, thank you. You're one, thank you. Very nice. Yeah. Oh, my heart is cracking over her. Steampunk, cracking. All right. Where's the... Oh, jeez. Oh, all right. Ooh. Captain Tobias Steele. Ladies and gentlemen, salute. He is of the United States Army Airship Corps, 99th Pursuit Squadron A Flight. A flight. Assigned to the airship USS Invictus, I hope I said that right, sorry, ZRS-6, due to the terrible losses in the first interplanetary war with Mobs, President Roosevelt authorized the full investigation of the USS Armed Forces. Captain Steele has participated in combat action against Marine Scouting Forces, did I say that right? Martian, sorry, this is a steampunk show. Martian Scouting Forces, and has achieved A status by downing 5 Martian flyers, 3 of them in one action flying his Curtiss F-9C biplane fighter that is equipped with a trapeze system to launch and recover flying aircraft from the airship. Give it up for Captain Tobias. At ease, Private. Or Captain, at ease. All right. Woo! Okay, we're rounding down, but we are still having some best. Come on, hey. Here we go, the crew. Speaking of airships, the crew of the airship Citronia. Here they come, the crew of the airship Citronia.
Now recruiting!
They are now recruiting, folks, in the vendor hall, probably, at the recruiting table.
At the entire
Peeling away from their ultra-secret base in Jacumba. Everybody together, Jacumba!
Jacumba!
Yes, Jacumba. I'll drink to that later. Yes. And I'll take my flagon and pound it on the bar and say, Jacumba! Ah, Jacumba!
Ah, Jacumba!
Jacumba, these zesty. I love the word zesty. Nobody used that today. You're the first zesty.
We are zesty.
These zesty rapscallions put the squeeze on every other airship in the sky. These tangy tarts terrorize every tea-loving aeronaut by picking their citrusy cargoes and leaving them bereft of lemons.
No scurvy on my ship!
Terrifying though the experience is, the pirates' practice of providing compassionate counseling for their victims assures that they are never left feeling sour.
Show us your lemons!
Jacumba! Jacumba! Oh, I feel like I'm the Lion King all of a sudden. And the Lion King, Jacumba! Handale! Handale! Jacumba! I'm holding a little lion right now. Jacumba! Okay. They told me I could have fun up here. Oh, excuse me. Is this our final fashion model? 2 more? Ooh. 2. Thank you. Thank you for the description. 2 more. 2 more. And then your nightmare with me will be over. Kidding, Encore. Woo! All right. Please welcome the last minute edition Deborah Davis or Natasha.
Not as good with lemons.
Wow. Clothing bullet bracelets, burlesque corset jacket by her, right? Jewelry painted and accessorized by Natasha. Amazing. All right. Lovely. I love your lemons.
I got recruited.
Yes.
They pay well.
Yes, your lemons are lovely. Might I juggle those 3 lemons? Hey, James, hand me the lemon. I must pluck the other lemon from her bosom. Any children in the audience? Oh! Hey-oh! Hey-oh! Wow! I haven't had that much action in years. Wow. Thanks for being a good sport, Natasha. Ladies and gentlemen, Deborah Davis, my friend Deborah Davis, my friend. Oh, the class action lawsuit will begin after the show. I will be leaving with the authorities shortly, I'm sure, after she makes a call to the police. Okay, last. Oh, I'm gonna miss you, folks, until next year, when they bring in a new MC. A dear friend of mine, one of my favorites. Her name is Raina Liddell, but she is known today as First Mate Kate, a.k.a. Cannon Kate. Come on! Yeah! This is First Mate Kate of the pirate airship, the Shackled Maiden. Now that's my kind of ship. She serves under Captain Bex, passing down orders, leading sieges, and pillaging endeavors in the skies and on the seas. An astonishing markswoman, and a ruthless, charismatic buccaneer. If captured by the first mate of the Shackled Maiden, be warned, it is unwise to cross her or her crew. I plan on being captured very shortly after this. This sounds really like a lot of fun.
It's nearly an all-lady cruise.
Nearly an all-lady crew. Sign me up! My favorite Navy! Today, she carries the flag of her ship, the navigational tools, which she uses to swing aboard enemy ships. She also dons her handmade leather harness, belt, and scabbard. She is First Mate Kate, Cannon Kate. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah! And Cannon Kate, if you'd like, we have a little photo shoot over here on the other side. You may go around the back or walk in front of me. And the wonderful Monique Little, are you in the background here somewhere, Monique? Is that all for today? You want to come up here and just take a bow? And your lovely assistants. Bring the 2 assistants. Bring the 2 assistants. You two, come on out. The 2 action. Monique Little. She did a wonderful job organizing it. And her lovely assistants today, wrangling all the performers.
For those that don't know, this is Stage Kitten, everyone. Stage Kitten. And a very big thank you to our friend from Corona, Axton. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed our show. Thank you so much for coming out. And without you, none of this would be possible. Enjoy the rest of the con.
Thank you for having me as your host. Thank you very much for being good sports. I am Dr. Artemis Peepers, and I am out. Thank you! Now I'll say something inappropriate off stage when the mics go on.
Go for it.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, those of you in the costume contest, there is a group photo over here right now. A group photo over here off to my stage left over there. On the stage, group photo. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the contest, we have a group photo. The fashion show. The fashion show. If you are in the fashion show, we're having a group photo on stage. If you're in the fashion show, group photo on stage. Group photo. Spread the word to those people way out there in the sun. Group photo. Tony Court. Ah, good. Tony. Jakumba. Welcome all participants in the fashion show. There is a group photo on stage. All participants in the fashion show. Group photo on stage. Don't be shy. Come on up. Don't be shy. Come on up. Jakumba. Hakuna Majakumba. Oh, sorry. Everybody smile and say Jakumba.
Just take the picture. Just take the picture.
Let's take all the pictures.
We're not gonna move everybody around. Just take the picture. Too freaking hot. Show me your number! Jakumba!
Banana!
Which one?
That's the blessing. That's it.
Oh, I can't.
The oval blessing.
The oval blessing in the same.
Okay, are we done?
No,
Are we
this is
good?
warm.
Are we good?
I still see
Jerry, did you get it? Did you get it, Jerry?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Done.
Good.
Thank you. Thanks for fabulous photographers. And thank you, James Springer. Thank you, James Springer, for filming this. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, James Springer. Thank you to Steampunk Public.
The mask is amazing.
And whatever else Rebecca said. I couldn't hear. Steampunk Public organizing the fashion show. Thank you, Steampunk Public.
Thank you.